Sid Eudy, better known to wrestling fans as Sid Vicious, Sycho Sid, or Sid Justice, was a man of contradictions. His towering physique and intimidating presence made him an iconic figure in professional wrestling, yet his career was marked by turbulence, controversy, and moments of vulnerability that endeared him to fans and peers alike. Before we continue the video, we would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your understanding. Sidney Raymond Eudy was born on December 16, 1960, in West Memphis, Arkansas. As a young boy, he lived a life far removed from the glitz and glamour of professional wrestling. Growing up on a farm, Sid learned the value of hard work early on, spending long days tending to crops and helping his family make ends meet. It was a life that shaped his character and instilled in him a relentless work ethic that would later define his wrestling career. Sports played a significant role in Sid's early years. Standing at an imposing height, he excelled in basketball, football, and baseball. His athleticism made him a standout in high school, but despite his natural talent, Sid's ambitions in traditional sports didn't pan out. When he was cut from the Memphis Showboats football team and failed to secure a scholarship to Arkansas State University, Sid's dreams seemed to hit a dead end. However, fate had other plans. Sid's entry into professional wrestling was almost accidental. A chance encounter with wrestling legends Randy Savage and Hillbilly Jim at a Memphis gym introduced him to the industry. They saw potential in the young man with a chiseled frame and suggested he try wrestling. Sid wasn't immediately enamored with the idea, but with a growing family to support, he saw wrestling as a means to provide financial stability. Sid began his training under the tutelage of Tojo Yamamoto, a respected figure in the Memphis wrestling scene. Under Yamamoto's guidance, Sid developed the fundamentals of wrestling, combining his raw power with the ring psychology that would later become his trademark. His first significant role came as Lord Humongous, a masked character inspired by the villain from the movie Mad Max 2. The Road Warrior, the persona allowed Sid to channel his intimidating aura, quickly making him a fan favorite in promotions like Continental Championship Wrestling. Sid's natural charisma and imposing size caught the attention of promoters across the country. By the late 1980s, he had adopted the name Sid Vicious, a nod to the punk rock bassist of the Sex Pistols. The name would stick and become synonymous with his career. It was during this time that Sid began working for World Class Championship Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling, honing his skills and building a reputation as a dominant force in the ring. Sid's big break came in 1989 when he joined World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Paired with Danny Spivey as part of the tag team, the Skyscrapers, Sid quickly made an impact. The duo's size and power made them a formidable force, and their feuds with the Road Warriors and the Steiner brothers are still remembered as some of the most physical battles of the era. It was in WCW that Sid began to showcase the powerbomb as his finishing move, a maneuver that became as iconic as his persona. As a member of Ric Flair's legendary Four Horsemen faction, Sid further cemented his status as a rising star. However, his time in WCW was marred by backstage politics and contract disputes, setting the stage for his departure to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1991. Sid's arrival in the WWF was met with great anticipation. Rebranded as Sid Justice, he was positioned as a heroic enforcer, aligning himself with Hulk Hogan and other top babyfaces. His main event match against Hogan at WrestleMania 8 was supposed to symbolize a passing of the torch, but Sid's dissatisfaction with the storyline led to tension with WWF management. He felt the booking diminished his character, and after just a year, Sid left the promotion. Sid returned to WCW in 1993, but his second stint was short-lived. A violent altercation with Arn Anderson during a European tour resulted in his termination. The incident, which saw Sid attack Anderson with a chair leg and Anderson retaliate with scissors, left both men injured and tarnished Sid's reputation. Despite the setbacks, Sid's career was far from over. He returned to the WWF in 1995 as Sycho Sid, a character that leaned into his unhinged persona. Fans embraced the over-the-top gimmick, and Sid enjoyed a resurgence in popularity. His matches against Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and The Undertaker during this period showcased his ability to deliver compelling performances. One of Sid's most significant achievements came in 1996 when he defeated Shawn Michaels to win the WWF Championship at Survivor Series. He held the title twice during this period, solidifying his place in wrestling history. However, injuries and inconsistent booking once again derailed his momentum, leading to his departure from the WWF in 1997. Sid's return to WCW in 1999 marked the beginning of the final chapter in his wrestling career. Billed as the Millennium Man, he feuded with top stars like Goldberg and Kevin Nash. However, during a match in 2001, Sid suffered a gruesome leg injury that many believed would end his career. Attempting a top rope maneuver, a rarity for a wrestler of his size, Sid landed awkwardly, snapping his leg in a horrific scene that left fans and colleagues in shock. The injury required extensive surgery, including the insertion of a 17-inch metal rod in his leg. Doctors told Sid he might never walk again, but through sheer determination and rigorous rehabilitation, he defied the odds, making sporadic appearances in the wrestling world over the following years. In his later years, Sid focused on his family and personal interests. He returned to his roots in Arkansas, enjoying a quieter life away from the chaos of professional wrestling. While he occasionally participated in independent wrestling events and nostalgic appearances, his days as a full-time competitor were behind him. Sid also became a mentor to younger wrestlers, sharing his experiences and offering guidance. Despite the controversies that plagued his career, Sid's contributions to wrestling were undeniable. His presence in the ring, his unforgettable promos, and his ability to captivate audiences made him a standout performer in an era filled with larger-than-life personalities. Sid Ute's journey from a farm in Arkansas to the grand stages of WWF and WCW is a testament to his resilience and determination. While his career had its share of highs and lows, Sid's impact on professional wrestling remained significant. He was a trailblazer in many ways, paving the path for future wrestlers to demand better treatment and guaranteed contracts. Sid passed away on August 26, 2024, after a battle with cancer. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lives on through the countless wrestlers he inspired and the fans who remember his unforgettable moments in the ring. Sid's story is a complex tapestry of triumph, tragedy, and redemption. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, one can rise above challenges and leave an indelible mark on the world. Sid Ute will forever be remembered as one of wrestling's most iconic figures, a man whose larger-than-life presence will continue to inspire generations to come. Sid Ute was as infamous for his backstage antics as he was celebrated for his in-ring dominance. Stories of his fiery temper and unrelenting drive to protect his position in the business painted a picture of a man who was both feared and respected by his peers. The locker room stories about Sid often revealed the duality of his personality, a man capable of great camaraderie but also prone to explosive confrontations. The infamous incident with Arn Anderson in Blackburn, England, during a WCW tour remains one of the most talked-about moments in wrestling history. While the exact cause of the argument is still debated, the aftermath was clear. Both men were left bloodied, with Anderson narrowly escaping with his life after Sid's frenzied attack with a chair leg. This episode not only led to Sid's release from WCW but also cast a shadow over his career. In later years, Sid reflected on the incident with regret, acknowledging that his temper had gotten the better of him. He spoke candidly in interviews about the toll it took on his reputation and how it served as a lesson in self-control and the importance of professionalism. Sid's ability to negotiate favorable contracts with major wrestling promotions demonstrated his keen understanding of the business side of wrestling. Whether it was securing guaranteed money from Vince McMahon or leveraging his star power to earn top billing, Sid proved himself to be a shrewd operator. His insistence on fair compensation and recognition set a precedent that would later benefit other wrestlers seeking similar deals. However, his approach also earned him a reputation as someone who prioritized personal gain over loyalty. This perception was exacerbated by his abrupt departures from both WWF and WCW at critical junctures, leaving promoters scrambling to fill the void. Sid's wrestling style was emblematic of his larger-than-life persona. His matches were characterized by raw power, intense energy, and a flair for the dramatic. While he was not known for technical prowess, his ability to connect with the audience and command attention made him a standout performer. Sid's signature move, the powerbomb, became one of the most devastating finishers in wrestling. The sheer force with which he executed the move, combined with his imposing stature, made it a spectacle that fans eagerly anticipated. It was a move that symbolized Sid's dominance and solidified his status as a main-event caliber wrestler. Sid's career was defined by rivalries with some of the biggest names in wrestling history. His feuds with Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and The Undertaker were pivotal moments in the evolution of professional wrestling during the 1990s. These rivalries not only elevated Sid's status but also showcased his ability to adapt to different opponents and match styles. Sid's resilience in the face of adversity was one of his defining traits. His recovery from the catastrophic leg injury in 2001 was nothing short of miraculous. Doctors had told him he might never walk again, let alone wrestle, but Sid defied the odds, proving his critics wrong and earning the admiration of fans and peers alike. After retiring from full-time competition, Sid transitioned to a quieter life, focusing on his family and personal pursuits. Yet, his love for wrestling never waned. He made sporadic appearances in independent promotions, delighting fans with nostalgic performances that paid homage to his storied career. Sid also embraced his role as a mentor, sharing his experiences with aspiring wrestlers and emphasizing the importance of discipline, perseverance, and self-belief. His candid reflections on the highs and lows of his career provided valuable lessons for the next generation of performers. Sid Udi's legacy is one of complexity and depth. He was a man who embodied both the triumphs and challenges of professional wrestling, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. His larger-than-life persona, unforgettable matches, and relentless determination to succeed made him a true icon. Sid's contributions to wrestling extended beyond his in-ring accomplishments. His insistence on guaranteed contracts paved the way for a more equitable system, inspiring other wrestlers to demand fair treatment. His willingness to push boundaries, both in character and performance, helped shape the modern era of professional wrestling. While Sid's career was marked by moments of controversy and conflict, it was also a testament to his unwavering passion for the sport. He was a polarizing figure, but his impact on the industry cannot be denied. Fans and peers alike remember him as a performer who gave everything he had, both in and out of the ring. Sid's passing in August 2024 marked the end of an era, but his legacy lives on. Tributes from fans, colleagues, and wrestling organizations poured in, celebrating his contributions to the sport and the indomitable spirit he embodied. Sid Udi may be gone, but his memory continues to inspire, reminding us of the power of perseverance and the enduring allure of professional wrestling. As we look back on Sid's extraordinary journey, we are reminded of the complexities that define greatness. He was a man of contradictions, a wrestler who both dazzled and divided, but above all, he was a performer who left an unforgettable mark on the hearts of millions. Sid Udi's story is not just a tale of wrestling, it is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of chasing one's dreams. Thank you for watching this video to the end. We would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, to stay up to date with all the latest events, click on the bell so you will not miss the next news releases.